All right, guys, this is that same type of development on Boom 1000 index right now. The video I uploaded earlier to teach this particular technique or approach was on Boom 300, right? And the same thing is playing out on Boom 1000. Although this is another account, and this trade has actually been on for a considerable long period of time right now. But if you look at what I want to show you now, it's the same approach. So the major thing you should be concerned with is how to train your eyes to look out for these kind of opportunities. Now, remember I did say in that form of video that on 4 hours time frame, each of these partition, okay, separated by the period separators, represents 1 week, okay. But from lower time frame down, from 1 hour down, okay, whenever you see partition like this, it represents a day, right? So invariably what I'm talking about is this: from here to here, okay, is 1 week, 1 week, okay. Then from here to here is 1 week. From here to the other end is 1 week, right? But right now we are into a new week, and this from here to here, this is the week we are into, right? Just still take a look at today's date, okay? Now, if you look diagonally, you will discover that price, last week, last week, okay, last 2 weeks, let's start from last 2 weeks, okay, price made the highest point early that week. It made the highest point to this place, and then it went down and made the lowest point here, okay, went up again, got to that point diagonally and reacted, and then came down. It tried to get to that point again, it did not get, and it did not also make the low to the downside, but it came down and then went up. So as it is coming up, if you are such a person who have trained your eyes to identify what price is doing, you would have noticed earlier that price is approaching diagonally, having made this touch and this touch the previous week. Now you would have placed your trend line, maybe price will be here around that time, your trend line would have been here. So while you are waiting for what price to do, you are looking at where is going to give you sign of weakness or sign that there is likelihood of respecting that trend line. And that was exactly what happened when price got to this place. So I noticed it somewhere around here, and then I entered the trade. And although the market actually went against me for a while, but having identified this and then identified this, I knew that yes, this market is going to respect. Already this is the first touch, second touch, all in the previous week, and this was last week. This was last week. So when price came down, quickly made a kind of retest to that point, I knew that there is no how there's not going to be a reaction when price gets there. So it depends on your trading style. Even if you want to trade for like 1 hour, 30 minutes, as soon as price gives you a sign that there's going to be a respect diagonally, okay, this was the previous high made the last week, previous high made the last week. So when it got to that point, being that it's respecting diagonally, it reacted. Now this may not continue forever, because definitely price is going to push downwards if the momentum towards bearishness is higher, or at the end of the day break this resistance and then break this trend line and continue or start making bullish movement if the momentum towards bullishness is high. But from the look of things, this market is already on a downtrend, okay. Boom 1000 is on a downtrend, so the momentum towards bearishness is very much high. Now going back to H4, you can see it clearly. Okay, this was last 2 weeks. Last 2 weeks, the high is made. Last week, the high made, right? That, just take a look at the trend line. Okay, that's it. Then last 2 weeks, the lowest point made. Last week, the lowest point made. So you are going to stretch, put a trend line, and then you extend it. Let me do it this way. Let me just show you what I mean. Now, maybe I'll pick a trend line. I don't want to go landscape, but then if I pick a trend line, I can extend it like this. And then expecting price to actually come to make a third touch on this trend line. Okay, this was last 2 weeks, last week, and we're into a new week. So it's possible price might come this way. Coming to this, there's a support here. The price might react or even react at this point and then come up, maybe eventually still come down to retest this. Okay, but then if you are able to identify what price, this is where I should have entered somewhere here on a sniper entry that's going to lower a time frame to take the trade. Okay, but even now it's still very much okay, right? It's still very much okay. And I've been on the trade for a very long time, and if I want to take my profit, partial profit, or put a trailing stop loss, I'll just go to lower time frame and then let's say 1 hour to identify if there is, or even lower time frame like what is it called? Yes, the market actually retraced, but it didn't get to that entry again, right? It didn't get to my entry again, and it's going down again, and because the overall momentum towards bearishness is very much higher. Now you should be interested in learning the techniques. Learning, if you've not watched the first video I sent, you should just click on it and watch it so that I have a better understanding of what I explained concerning this entry technique, entry approach, entry strategy. It's so powerful that if we are able to identify in your trading style, whether you are even as a scalper, you can understand the technique and use it to scalp, right? If you're an hourly trader, day trader, intraday trader, scalper, you can adopt this strategy, this trading approach, and then you still make your money, right? And then if you are a day trader, a swing trader, a kind of trend follower, you can adopt it, right? And then all you need to do is to identify what price is doing, how it is respecting the previous highs it made the previous times, and then the previous lows it made the previous time, depending on your style of trading. It could be hourly, could be daily, could be weekly, monthly, or however you trade, right? So I just said I should show you guys this again so that I see that every now and then this plays out. Take note of the title of the trading approach once again: trading or selling at the highs of the day, week, month, or year, and then buying at the lows of the day, week, month, and year. Now, before I say goodbye for today, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so that whenever I upload a new video, you get to watch it. This is what I mean now before I say goodbye finally. This was the low made by this pair last 2 weeks. And since it is respecting it diagonally, with your eye of identification, when price got to this point the next week, and then you would have looked to your left to see where it is coming from, or the previous low it made the last week, and then you would have known that there is going to be a reaction here. Not necessarily that it will go back completely. Now, this time it went back completely to retest the previous high it made diagonally the previous week. And that's exactly what I'm expecting here now. Having made a touch here, a new high this new week that we are into, and it's descending already. I'm looking at it that it's still coming here, though not straight away. It may not come straight away, it may come straight away, but I'm looking at it that there may be maybe reaction at this point that is already reacting already, and then there might be a kind of struggle around here, and then we'll begin to reanalyze to know if it's still going to come down. When it comes down to this, there's going to be two possibilities: either reacting heavily if this market would start making a new series of higher highs and higher lows, then it will come up again. But if not, it may likely break it. But we are looking at it that no matter the struggles, it may likely still come to retest this, so that it will be that it's still respecting the trend line, and then we'll be looking at the reaction around this point. So the technique and how to train your eyes to quickly spot it matters a lot. It doesn't matter if the market later goes back against you, but it depends on your trading style. If you are not such a person who has enough equity to hold trade for a long time, as soon as you are in profit for 30 minutes, I mean, if you can take a trade and then you are in profit for complete 30 minutes at stretch, and you are sure of that trade, 1 hour at stretch, 45 minutes, 25 minutes at stretch, what else are you looking for? You make your cool money and then you go out of the market. So guys, that's just the technique that I'd like you to know, and feel free to contact me, ask me questions on these, even as you await my next videos and some other entry techniques that I'm going to be releasing to you guys. So I'll talk to you in my next video. This is CN Great Council signing out for today. Bye.